Hey everyone, it's PotatoPikachu, and this video is going to talk about short-term investments and when you can particularly spot one so you can make some quick flips and make some profit short-term, as that's the meaning of a short-term investment. You're not holding it for a long time and you're just keeping it for a short while before you flip it and make some quick profit. This is the opposite of long-term investing, so there are obvious upsides and downsides to doing this, so hopefully you can understand it a bit more after you watch this video. But keep in mind that I'm not a professional investor at all. I'm just some random guy on the internet talking about what I like and what I enjoy, so hopefully you keep that in mind and just do your own research after this as well. But before we get into the video, if you do enjoy this and you find some use out of this, please like and subscribe, as it really helps the channel out a lot and I really do appreciate it as well. And I do have a Twitch channel as well, twitch.tv/PotatoPikachu with 3 U's at the end if you want to follow, as I'm trying to be a bit consistent and start streaming more often, as right now I am doing Monday through Friday around 12 PM Eastern Standard Time or so. So also follow the Twitch, and thank you guys so much for tuning in, and let's get right into a guide for short-term investing. So first off, I guess I should explain what short-term investments actually are in terms of CSGO, as it's not going to be the same as short-term investing in stocks, because in CSGO skins and stickers and anything related to CSGO items, short-term investments are going to be a much shorter span time compared to short-term investments in stocks. In CSGO, based off of my experience and my personal opinion, I would say that short-term investing would be holding on to an item for less than 6 months and then flipping that afterwards to make a bit of profit, and whether or not you make a lot of profit or a little profit depends on the item itself. Whereas in real life stocks, a short-term investment would be less than 5 years, as generally in stocks you are going for the long term and that is going to take a lot of time. And in CSGO, it is just a video game where everything just moves by so quickly. The market always changes rapidly, so short-term investments are drastically reduced to be around less than 6 months or so. I would say that it would be a bit harder to calculate short-term investments and how to identify them, because I personally hold on to items for the long term. I can hold on to them for a year or two or so, or even longer than that. I have patience and I can just keep on holding on to it for a while, because I think eventually the price of skins will keep on going up as more people enter the game. And from the way we are looking at CSGO right now, there are a ton of new people joining the game every single day, and CSGO consistently has a huge number of active players on CSGO. Because of this, I have confidence that the market will stay strong, and I believe that it will stay strong for quite a few years afterwards, given just how popular the game actually is. So the pros of doing short-term investing is that you can quickly flip your items and you don't have to hold onto them for a long time, so you don't have to worry about your skins ever losing its value long term, or you don't have to worry about holding onto the skins and just keep on waiting and waiting and waiting. You just sell it quickly after a few months or so and you can make that quick buck. Also, you can use that profit on top of the original amount you originally put in to put more into investing onto other skins and other ventures, instead of pouring more money than you originally put in. The cons, I would say, for short-term investing is that you're obviously not going to make as much money as you would if you were to hold it for a longer period of time, because you're not giving it any room to grow and you're just going to sell it for that quick profit. Also, in my opinion, I think it's a bit harder to identify short-term investments, given that there are a lot of older skins in CSGO, so they're going to be better for long-term investments rather than short-term. So it might be a bit tricky to identify proper short-term investments you can make, but you can probably research a bit more than I did, as I haven't really touched too much into short-term investing in my CSGO inventory. So I'm sure there are plenty of newer skins and newer items CSGO has to offer that are great short-term investments. Don't get me wrong though, you can still use older CSGO skins and items as short-term investments, but generally I would say that they're greater for long-term investments because they have more potential. Since they're older, there are less supply of them and people will want to buy them as well. So what will count as a short-term investment? Personally, I would say that it would have to be a really popular skin that a lot of people will want to purchase and are regularly buying, or it could be any popular item that CSGO has to offer. Whether it be a relatively new skin or an older skin doesn't really matter as long as it's relevant on the Steam market and people are regularly purchasing and selling them day by day. I would say that the popular skins are probably the easiest ones to spot for short-term investments, but there are a multitude of other skins that you can also use as short-term investments, but I'm not too experienced in those other areas, so forgive me for not being able to give you other alternatives other than the popular skins. Regarding popular skins though, one of the most popular skins in the game is the AK Redline, as probably most of you already know. It's a very liquid skin, it moves around so much on the Steam market, people are constantly purchasing and selling this skin as it's such an easy skin to use as it's very clean, there's not much going on in it as well, it's just simple and clean. The AK Redline can be a great short-term investment because there are several events that can affect it and influence just how the price can increase or decrease. Take the Broken Fang operation for example. When this operation was first released, the price of the AK Redline fell down by a couple of dollars as people were selling them to purchase the operation pass itself. But by the time the Steam Winter Sale came and Christmas time also came as well, the price of the AK Redline rebounded and even went up even further than beyond expectations as it's currently around $20 on the Steam market. Short-term investments are really great during specific times during the year such as Christmas time because people are getting money from their relatives and parents, so they have more money to spend on CSGO skins. Therefore, the price of the skins will rise in price due to demand being a bit higher than usual. This is another factor that you have to take regarding short-term investments because it can change day by day and certain events will affect just how the price of the skin will go, whether it be go up or go down. Some of the events that you should keep in mind are operations and Steam sales. These are two events that should come into your mind as we recently had a Steam Winter Sale during Christmas time and right now we do have Operation Broken Fang going on. For Steam sales, honestly, I would say that winter sales are probably the most impactful for selling your CSGO skins because just like I said a few minutes back, this is going to be the time where people are going to have a bit more money to spend on CSGO skins, so there's going to be a bit more demand and this will be a perfect time to sell your short-term investments and make a quick profit. The Steam Summer Sale hasn't really affected the price of the CSGO skins too much, so honestly I would say it's kind of a non-factor to purchase your skins during this time. Maybe it'll go down a bit during the Steam Summer Sale, but I wouldn't say it's anything too significant as per usual. Same with the Steam Winter Sale, it's probably only a good time to sell rather than buy. Now, if an operation is happening, you can sell and buy together. You can sell your skins before an operation starts, so I would say if an operation is announced and it's coming soon, or if there are leaks or something like that, then be prepared to sell your skins because the prices of the skins will go down because people are going to mass sell them onto the market to purchase the operation pass itself. And since everyone's going to quickly sell their skins on the Steam market once an operation starts, the price of the skins will plummet and that will be your opportunity to strike and also purchase the skins because they will rebound a few weeks after the operation starts. You can sell your skins while it's at its peak and you can purchase them when it goes down. CSGO operations really have that effect on skins because it is one of the major events of CSGO with new content being released and new skins, so people are really hyped for operations and they really want to get that pass as soon as it's released. Another event that could happen but will be pretty rare are manipulation events where there are a certain group of people manipulating the price of skins and causing them to skyrocket in price, and honestly I only experienced that one time during my CSGO career. I believe it was during the middle of summer in 2020 or 2019, I can't remember, but that was a time when a lot of skins really skyrocketed in price and it was probably a good time to just sell your skins at a very high price and there are actually people willing to buy that as well. you could have made a pretty decent and pretty good return short term if you sold during that time. So if another manipulation ever happens in CSGO, it's probably in your best interest to just sell when the price is pretty high, because it will come crashing down sooner or later after it ends. I don't really have any skins to talk about or offer you guys as some sort of idea to what to invest in. I guess the AK Redline is a pretty popular short-term investment you can make, but I would say that if it's a popular skin, if it looks good and a lot of people are willing to buy it, then have it with the intent as short-term initially. But if you are seeing some profit for the skin itself, then you can just sell it short-term. Also, do not invest in skins that are currently in the active drop pool. It doesn't make sense to do this logically because the case is still dropping, so the price of the case will just continue to decrease and decrease, and the skins will either decrease in price as well or just stagnate and not lose in value or rise in value. Look towards skins in cases where it's not dropping anymore, or older collections or discontinued collections as well. Same applies to stickers, and don't invest in the stickers that are currently in the CSGO store because you can virtually buy an infinite amount, as there are no plans of them ever being gone from the store anytime soon. But I would say that's it for this video. I really hope you found something useful and you learned a bit more about short-term investing, because I certainly did, and maybe I'll do some short-term investments myself, but for now I am keeping my skins long-term and hopefully see some pretty massive profits down the line. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and I really do appreciate it, as it just helps me grow and I'm having a lot of fun doing this as well. My Twitch channel, twitch.tv/PotatoPikachu with 3 U's at the end, will also be linked down in the description down below if you are interested in following or just tuning in whenever I'm live. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I'm PotatoPikachu signing out. Peace.